River.
Mr. Speaker, far too many First Nation and Métis children are growing up in this country without any hope for their future. Far too many families, including my own, have been affected by suicides. Just this past weekend, there were more suicide attempts in La Lodge. This is a crisis that demands action, not visits, not photo ops, action. Yet the budget contained no new funding for mental health services. When are we going to see a concrete plan from this government on mental health?
The Minister of Health.
Mr. Speaker, permit me to begin my comments by reflecting on last evening when there was a very lovely and civil tone in this House when we discussed a matter that was both sobering and inspiring, when we talked about the fact that in this country, in this wonderful, affluent, resourceful country, young people are deciding that life isn't worth living and that we haven't been able to find solutions to give them hope for the future. Mr. Speaker, I will continue to work with my colleague and all colleagues in this House to make sure that the mental health resources are there for young people and all Canadians when they need them.
The Honourable Member for Timmins James Bay.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to thank all my colleagues who participated in that debate last night. This may be a transformative moment, but the youth need action. Now, first off, there's a need for a family doctor in Attawapiskat. It's a simple request. Help us with that. Second, there is no new mental health funding for the communities. We need that. But third, I'd like to ask the Minister of Indigenous Affairs to commit today to funding to empower Indigenous youth so that they could start to look at how we can change programs, because after 140 years of failure and negligence and trauma, it's time that we said the youth will lead the way for the future.
Hear, hear. The Honourable Minister of Indigenous and Northern Affairs.
I thank the member for the question, but I also thank him for his eloquence and passion last evening in discussing this. And his ongoing commitment. No one knows the children and the youth in that community better than the member opposite, and we will work with the member. And we're heartened by what the mental health counsellors have decided to do, opening the centre, developing a youth council in that community, giving them ownership over the decisions that will be taken in their lives. And I look forward to working with the member on these things.